So I'm at my customer. They have a 12,000 gallon above ground tank, and I'll put up a photo of the clock gauge that they have on the tank. It's at 1 foot, and then right between the 5 and the 6. So it's about, the small hand is in feet, and then the big hand is inches to it. So it'd be 17.5 inches is what they're at. And with this tank, I know if I'm bringing a load of 7,500 gallons, which is a standard load I would bring here, 7,500 gallons, as long as it's under 2 feet, it'll fit. Let's go ahead and get hooked up. So one thing I do is I have these spring loaded, on this hose I have spring loaded locks. I have spring loaded locking ears. On this hose I don't have them yet. I'll probably get them replaced with heads later on down the road. But so on this hose I use the Velcro straps just to keep the ears from opening up under pressure. Alright, so I've got the belly valves open. Come over here, make sure everything's hooked up correctly. I can go ahead and open this valve. So I got the tank open, I've got my belly valves open, and everything's hooked up. Now I can go ahead, open this hand valve. I open it slowly just to make sure it doesn't have any leaks before I just go ahead and open it all the way. Now it'll flood the line. As it floods the line, I'm checking for any leaks at any coupling. Checking for leaks at any coupling spots. Making sure I don't have anything dripping down, no gaskets that need to be replaced. And of course everything's open and good to go. I don't see any leaks, so we can go ahead and start it up. Alright, to start it up, I push in the clutch, crank it up. Alright, make sure the transmission's in neutral. And over here, engage the pump and slowly let off the clutch. Once I engage the pump, I get out, come back here, I double check, make sure I don't have anything leaking. And I vented my trailer back here. So I'll make sure, and it's pulling air, so it's able to suck in air without collapsing the tank. Then I just double check everything, make sure I get everything open. With pump loads, I double and triple check a lot, because there's a lot that can go wrong. Make sure my pump isn't leaking. I come over here, make sure this isn't leaking. The last thing I check, you won't be able to see it on this camera that much, but the needle is going up. It was between the 5 and the 6, now it's almost at 7. It's a little hot, but I would love to sit in a truck, sit in the AC, but doing a pump, it's a good way to lose your job, because there's a lot that can go wrong, and if something goes wrong and you're sitting inside the truck, you could shut the pump off, but you still got these valves open, and if something happens, this disconnects, blows off, whatever, something major happens, well, this compartment has 2,500 gallons of diesel in it. Can't see it, but we're up to 5 foot and right between 5 and 6. Looks like it's going to stay around 5, so 5'5". My second compartment, I saw that I had my hose, the hose connection was leaking. It was just a slight drip, but it was enough to where if I didn't mess with it, by the time I got done, there'd probably be quite a bit of fuel on the ground. And what did get on the ground, I was able to clean up. They do have spill cleanup stuff here, and I have pads that'll soak it up. So that's what I had to do, that way I'm not leaving the customer with fuel on the ground. So yeah, to finish the delivery, I wrapped a spill pad around it and then put my Velcro strap around that to hold it on. So it needs new gaskets anyway. I have gaskets, I'll replace both of those. That should be good. May not need ears just yet, but if I replace the gaskets, it shouldn't leak. Pump is turned off. It's the main thing. Check your pump, make sure it's turned off. Pump's turned off, and we're on to the next load.